Get daily updates directly to your inbox plus subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Could not subscribe? Try again later. Invalid email. Brendan Rodgers last night insisted only the perfect deal will see Celtic sell Moussa Dembele. And the manager is adamant the striker is still in an ideal state of mind to face Rangers on Saturday. Dembele is a wanted man and set to attract bids from England and abroad in next month's transfer window. The 21-year-old could go, but Rodgers is adamant it'll only happen if the conditions suit the champions. Image. SNS Group. The Frenchman featured as a sub in victory at Dundee with Lee Griffiths starting. The Scot pushed his claim for an Old Firm start with a goal, then yelled "I'm the man" to the away fans. Dembele played 11 minutes, but Rodgers insists the striker is unflustered by transfer talk and poised to face Rangers in the last game before the winter break. He said, "Of course there will be interest because the players are doing really well. Listen, it's the same ideas. We don't want to lose any players. However, if something comes in and goes back to that issue morally, if a player can earn 5 times as much as what he's on now, then it is very difficult to stop him. Especially if you get a fee for a player. But there is a lot for that to happen. A lot that needs to be right. We don't need to sell anyone. We are fortunate the players are focused on what we want to achieve, and that's been the real pleasing factor for me as a manager. So Dembele, along with all the other players, are focused. You saw that in the game. A very good game from ourselves and a great victory, and we move on to a little game on Saturday." Image. SNS Group. What is important at Celtic, especially when you are doing well, is there will be interest and you have to prepare forward. And if we do lose any of our players for reasons I've just said, we hope then we'll have some to bring in and keep the continuation going of how we are working. Griffiths admitted his roar of celebration was a release of frustration at his lack of game time. He said, "It has been a frustrating time for me, not scoring and not playing as much as I'd like. As a striker you can only play well and score goals and hopefully get the jersey in the next game. But there is a lot of competition for places between me, Moussa and Odsonne Edouard. We have a big game at the weekend, so we'll see what happens." Rodgers added, "Every player wants to start against Rangers and everyone should. Lee took his goal well and tactically he was very good in the game. He pressed well and got into good positions, and his goal is what he does. It was a very good goal. It's not just about scoring goals for me. It's about how they press the game and the intensity they provide. It's all about the team. Strikers always want goals. That's how they get judged. He has the ability to score goals, as does Moussa and young Odsonne. The great thing is we have 3 strikers all fighting for that place." Image. SNS Group. Rodgers was delighted with the success at Dens, which pushed his team 11 points clear at the top, and he's hopeful Johnny Hayes won't be out long term. The Irishman was stretched off following a shuddering clash that also injured rival Josh Meekings. Hayes headed for hospital, but Rodgers said, "Hopefully it's not too serious. I feared the worst at the time when I heard the noise. I was looking directly at his leg to see what state it was in. His X-ray will tell us where he's at. We're hoping it's just bruising." Dundee boss Neil McCann, who was part of the 1-minute applause pre-match after the passing of his father Eddie, had few complaints at the outcome. He said, "The application and work rate was there, but we lacked aggression and sat off Celtic too much.